Yeah. Oh, I actually did it though. I actually did it. This was a technical difficulty free intro. Kevin, you're really big. We're going to make you a little smaller there, bud.
We should probably start recording too. What episode is
It's
this?
probably a good idea, isn't it? What episode?
77?
It's 77.
Yay! We made it.
We made it. We finally made it. Well, there we go.
There's people still here waiting for us. Hey guys, long time no see.
Kevin, you sound so sad. You sound down.
I'm fine.
Oh.
How's your day, Mike?
You know those moments where, you try real hard and get so far, and in the end, you have 19 more attempts.
In the end, it still does matter, but you try to pretend like it doesn't.
Aw.
Yeah.
Kevin failed the test, everybody. Let's be nice to him.
Oh yeah, that was gonna be my intro. Don't ruin it.
Good. Good. Well,
The one time I planned my intro, Mike's
wow,
just like,
yeah.
spoilers.
I didn't
Guess
know.
what? Pew, pew, pew.
Hey, guess what? I framed this. I just haven't hung it up. I got my post. Did I tell you I got my posters?
No, you haven't spoken to me all week.
That's true. No, that's not true. We Pixelmon.
Yeah, but not for like the last couple days.
Yeah. Are we gonna talk about that today too?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
I've been playing it all day.
Have you really? Yeah, today's been that kind of day.
And it's funny because you got the posters. Yeah, I got mine framed. I just don't have a wall to put it on.
That's fair.
Yeah, I've been playing Pixelmon, and then I took a look at what my party is turning into. I was like, huh. So far, I have Gyarados, Incineroar, Tyranitar, and Excadrill.
Oh no.
I'm doing it not on purpose.
You're doing VGC 2021 is what? No, you're doing VGC 2020. What was the series that Incineroar came out? Series 5?
4.
4? You're playing series 4.
The one after not Lugia.
And this tracks too, because Excadrill's still in there, Gyarados is still in there.
Yeah, T-Tar's still in. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not doing it on purpose. I guess I got a Rowlet. Does that make it any better? But I'm encountering a bug where my Rowlet doesn't actually evolve, so I might release it.
Oh.
Apparently, it's a bug that happens sometimes.
Oh.
With the move Explosion, and I was sadly going against the Bronzong that exploded while I needed to level up.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. And
Poor
it
Rowlet.
doesn't like do the next level.
Nothing. It's level 26.
You have one
Rowlet.
chance, eh?
I got one Rowlet that's level 26 and doesn't want to evolve.
That's beautiful. Thank
guy.
you, Lupus Rex, for reminding me about the lights. Very important that those are there. Turn up the lights in here, baby. Okay. We are doing a podcast. We're talking about stuff and things and stuff. And I'll be honest, the next couple weeks are going to be something to navigate.
I like this video. Farewell Series 8, Hello Series 7.
Yeah. Does it have an... Oh, that's a good question. Old C says, does it have an Everstone? Have you checked that?
I have checked.
Have you... Are you super sure?
I'm positive. That was the first thing that I looked at. I was like, what's going on?
That's fair.
So, you know.
That's fair. Okay. But let's just jump into it, you know? Remember that? It's a Philip DeFranco thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you're old, Mike.
No, he still does stuff.
Next is going to be like a Ray Williams Jobson transition into...
Oh, he does stuff on TikTok now, and it's not great. All right.
Oh, no.
Anyway. Here we go. Episode 77. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Pokésports, a competitive Pokemon podcast. I'm Mike, and I play with one Pokemon on the field.
I'm Kevin, and I'm not having a great day today.
Oh, Kevin. Oh, Muffin, you okay?
I'll be okay.
Okay.
I got my coffee.
That's
I
true.
ate a banana. I have the peel on the floor. It's
Coffee
starting
and
to brown
potassium
already.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Things happen. Remember that test I stopped recording videos for that I needed to pass in order to start my new job?
Yeah, I'm aware.
Yeah, I was 10 points away from passing it.
No.
Good news is, I ain't giving up. I'm trying to get on Friday, so I was
That's
able
good.
to reschedule an exam.
I mean, that's good that you get so many
expected.
attempts to it.
I get unlimited attempts.
Oh.
As long as I have a wallet left to pay for them.
Oh. I mean, really, isn't that just school in general? You can try as many times as you want, as long as you have the money.
It also has to be within a year of passing the school test. This is the state test. But I later went online and looked up actual passing rates.
Yeah.
60%. It's like a 60% pass fail on first attempts. So it's like very common that you fail. Like guys, I just missed the focus blast. It's fine. This happens.
That's fair. You know what? Sometimes
I just missed the focus blast.
You landed the focus miss. That's all right.
Yeah.
You know what? You know what this was? This was the successful discovery of something that didn't work. So congratulations, Kevin. You have successfully, you have failed successfully. Task failed successfully. Because next time you're gonna kill it.
Yeah, it's like something I read online. Also, it's like it doesn't actually matter how many times you take a test. At the end of the day, as long as you pass it once, you've already done it. So
yeah. You told me I'm going to regurgitate something that you said to me today. You'd said that was it? Someone told a joke where it's like, what do you call a doctor that failed 4 times? A doctor. But
exactly.
Yeah. So you're good. Anyway, let's
also vaccinated, so I'm sleepy.
I
can't lift my arm beyond this. This is as far as it goes.
And I also can't lift this arm that's growing out of the back. Oh, Canada, you suck with vaccinations. Anyway, I want to talk about it, but this is Pokésports, a competitive Pokemon podcast.
I mean, it's kind of a down week, isn't it?
kind of. Canada's having some trouble procuring vaccinations because we're not allowed to make them here, so we have to. Yeah. Did you know that? We're legally not allowed to make vaccinations here. We have to get them from the U.S.
Like, might as well use them for other reasons. Just tear them down, make them playgrounds.
Yeah, so we have to get them from the U.S., but the U.S. is busy vaccinating the U.S. So
we're kind of busy with our own people not even wearing masks.
Yeah.
Let's. Oh boy, you guys are gonna be waiting for a while, huh?
Yeah. Speaking
right now,
yeah,
we have the issue that people who got their first dose are refusing to get their second. That is our issue now.
Because it hurt a little bit the first time.
Oh, poor guys.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Come on. All right. Meanwhile, Canadians who are like, we just want one.
We'll take the second one.
Yeah, we'll take your second one.
Give them to us.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but it's actually a waste because they defrost it and you can't reuse it.
No, yeah.
Like, once it's frosted, you just kind of,
Yeah, I mean, it's like a can of Coke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't let it sit out for too long. It's not the same.
No, it's not the same. Even if you frost it again, no, it's just not as good. Zamazenta is remaining in Ubers.
Really?
Yep. The vote has passed.
They saw our performance in the Players' Cup, and they were just like, yep, Zamazenta cannot go beyond this.
Not happening. Not happening. No Zamazenta for you. It's really cool to see, though, that Zamazenta, like Zacian and Zamazenta, represent two very different aspects of Pokemon. Zacian representing the VGC and Zamazenta representing singles.
Mm-hmm. The I Never Died Pokemon.
Yeah. Because singles is all about the Pokemon that never die. That's where you'll get like your, back in the day, like Fortresses. That's where you'll get your Skarmories. That's where you'll get, hey?
Toxapex.
Really... Yeah, exactly. Toxapex still. Clefable.
Corviknight.
Yeah. Like, you still see all of those in singles right now. Isn't that nuts?
Yeah, I haven't seen a Corviknight ever since I lost Players Cup 1 because of it.
Yeah, you did.
The 1 week everyone had a Corviknight. Just the 1 week.
Yeah, don't worry. It's gone now. You don't have to worry about that anymore.
We have Celesteela now.
Yeah, you have to worry about something a little different. In some very quick Pokemon news, Pokemon Snap looks absolutely beautiful, and I can't wait to battle you in it.
Yeah, I don't know how we were gonna do that, but hey,
it doesn't matter. We're gonna do it. We're gonna gamify this game.
Can't wait. It's gonna have to be after my test, though. My test is the same day. But
is it really? Wait. Pokemon Snap is this Friday?
Oh yeah, April 30th.
Oh, I thought it was like way far away.
You better grab that Amazon pre-order, boy.
I guess. Wow.
Unless you don't want a physical.
I do. I really do want a physical copy of this one.
Especially, I feel like if you're not a physical collector, at least be a physical Pokemon collector, because those always gain value, right?
Oh, is it the value that we're holding it for? I didn't know that.
Nostalgia is a form of value.
That's fair. I mean, honestly, the Nintendo Switch is going down in history, I think, as being one of the better Nintendo consoles ever since the GameCube. So
absolutely.
I think holding on to some nice cases and nice games can, really go a long way.
Rest in peace, book art, or like the booklets.
Yeah. Why do
they still got they still got the place for them just to hurt our feelings?
Well, I mean,
something used to go here.
They tried to be environmentally friendly, and they were like, "Oh, what's the first thing we can cut? Oh, those little booklets that we massacred several forests for every time a new game comes out."
Definitely shouldn't cut the plastic cases. We should cut the paper.
well, but I mean, what's the alternative, right? Making it some biodegradable box that you can't hold on to for years, then it literally will never appreciate.
Give me some stainless steel.
Wow, now we're just mining.
Steel? Yeah, we can make more metal.
Forget plastic. Let's make metal.
Well, I guess steel is kind of an element. We can't make more of that. Let's make some copper. No, that's an element too. Let's make some bronze.
I think this might be our best choice, bud. I think this might be our best choice. I'm not sure.
Bronze is the way to go. They'll all turn green after a couple years. That's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, that's copper. I don't know what anything is anymore.
You know what? We should just engrave the title onto a slab of rock.
Yes, rock.
Rock.
We have plenty of those.
You've been playing a lot of Pixelmon, and I think it's getting to your head.
It's time for some cobblestone cases, boys.
Cobblestone cases. Can we talk about that,
Mike? Yeah, I can talk about how you lit our Pokemon mart on fire.
All right. So we're playing a little thing on Minecraft, the game for people much younger than us, called Pixelmon. It's a mod for Minecraft, which basically turns Minecraft into what a lot of people hope that Pokemon would be. This big open world thing that you can interact with different areas and mess around with your entire surroundings, while also catching Pokemon and battling people with it.
Make a house and all your friends move away.
Yeah, exactly. Make a house and have all your friends move away. That's life, Kevin. That's life. You're getting older now.
I experienced it. I experienced life in the span of one day.
Yes. Now I'm sure there are some people out there, and I see some people in the chat already who are saying things like "make a Pixelmon server." That might happen. Not gonna lie.
It's a competitive Pixelmon.
Pixelmon podcast.
I was thinking about ways to make them competitive. I was just like, okay, we empty our parties. We get 30 minutes, just go out there and find stuff. Come back and battle.
It's a fun little downtime thing that we've been doing, and I would not mind opening that up to people, just not immediately, because we're still trying to figure out logistics and all that and whatnot. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. We've been playing that with Berm. Kevin made a house. I burned down the Pokemart, and then we moved away.
Every surrounding forest. I built a railroad. No one uses it.
I've been having fun, all right? I've been having fun in my own way.
Good news, Mike.
Yeah.
Since I do still know that you're around me, at least I think you're around me.
Correct.
I found us a PC, so I brought that home.
You I brought it home. You hijacked a PC.
The Pokemon Center wasn't doing any business. It was out on its own.
That's fair.
The middle of a forest.
Yeah.
I took a PC. I tried to take the Healy boxes, but they don't. They just gave me some aluminum.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I could have got that from a Super Market. I don't need a
Super Bart Market.
Super Schmarket.
A Super Bart Smarket.
It's not a good day.
You're doing fine. So yeah, I can't wait to battle you in Pokemon Snap. This coming.
So yeah, that was that just an Uber. Oh no.
All right. Wait, so yeah.
Hold on. What's today's Pokemon?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked, Kevin. It's Ponyta. Oh, what? What is going on? There we go. It's Ponyta.
Oh, great.
Ponyta.
Okay, good. I didn't know if you actually said it like that, and I didn't want to offend you.
No, you wouldn't.
Totally wrong.
No, of course it's Ponyta. Because I mean, if you replaced the P in Ponyta with a B, would you not call that person? Would you call that person Bonita?
Yes, and it would be a skeleton.
That's fair, actually.
In fact, that's a great thing to do. Just a ghost dead horse called Ponyta, made of bones.
And I'm trying to think of what does it evolve into?
Paninita. It evolves into Calyrex Ghost.
That's what Spectrier was. Like it's a 3-step cycle, right? It's
how many horse Pokemon do we need?
Bonita and then Spectrier. Ponyta, Bonita, and then Spectrier. Oh, I don't like that Ponyta evolves into Bonita.
It's better than Ponyta.
Ponyta?
Paninita?
Yeah, it's Ponyta. Yeah, it's Ponyta. They run real fast. Don't sit on it unless it likes you.
Oh,
that's it.
Back to Pixelmon.
No.
I've been so excited
to
show you something because I've turned myself into a collector of large Pokemon in Pixelmon. You know they have different sizes.
Yes.
The big one being enormous, and I realized going back when I first caught my Magikarp, it was an enormous Magikarp.
Oh.
And I just evolved it into a Gyarados.
And it's real big.
And when you see this thing, Mike, you're just gonna be like, "What?"
Oh, so I guess I need to be catching the smaller ones.
And I could ride it.
You can ride it.
Yes.
That's wonderful.
Not on land. It just hops on land.
I was gonna say, yeah. Can you ride a Gyarados on land?
I could sit on it, but I
feel like the game is coded better than that. Cool. Hey, so Players Cup 3 has officially finished streaming after what feels like many years. Does it feel like a long time?
Yeah. We went through a whole Players Cup 4 qualifiers before we finished Players Cup 3.
However,
yeah, wow.
Yeah, it ended up between two folks. Now, oh boy, that's going to be a small thing to read there. Between Leonardo Bononomi and Jonathan Evans. In basically a Gen 3 showdown, which ended up between just a Kyogre and a Groudon.
Oh, just in Gen 3 fashion.
Yeah, typical Gen 3 fashion, typical Series 8 fashion. So again, yeah, Jonathan Evans and Leonardo Bononomi. Here are the teams that they brought. Jonathan Evans bringing a Kyogre, Venusaur, Grimmsnarl, Incineroar, Tornadus, and Torkoal, with Leonardo bringing a Groudon, basically a Sun team. Groudon, Charizard, Venusaur, Regieleki, Umbreon, there's the Umbreon, and Incineroar.
It's a good team. Series 8 is defined. This is where I'm like, if we had another 2 months of Series 8, there would be no point to having 2 months of Series 8.
I agree with that.
That's it. That's Series 8. This is as good as it gets. There's nothing beyond this.
Yeah.
Congratulations, guys. We did it.
We hit the Sun team. We hit the Rain team. We got the Zacian in there. Thank you, Game Freak. You've created a new Pokemon. A new Pokemon that we can bring into the existing group of Pokemon that everybody already use. And there it is. Just 2 months more of that.
Do you think if they made legendaries or like restricteds that, because like Kyogre and Groudon are kind of unique in the fact that they're weather setting restricteds, like should they have the other two weathers in restricted slots?
Like sand and
hail.
Yeah.
Just have it be like restricted, strong, dumb Pokemon have like Sandstream and the other one, Snow.
I feel like if they would have to modify sand a little bit, and they would probably have to modify hail a lot. I don't think hail is great. I think it's basically only ever used for like Aurora Veil enabling and like the few abilities that it's used for.
Mm-hmm.
I think
it's definitely lacking.
Yeah, I think if you wanted to make sand really good, change how it affects rock, because right now rock Pokemon in Sandstorm, it will increase their special attack by 50%. I think. What did I say?
Attack.
Oh yeah, special defense. Yes. Increase their special defense, by 50%. I think it should also increase defense.
Oh, that's fair. So be like an Aurora Veil.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I also think that should basically be how ice works.
Yeah, that would make sense because fire and water each respectively boost fire and water moves by 50%. So why can't?
Might as well increase the defenses for ice Pokemon.
Ice and rock Pokemon.
And I think like ice Pokemon, they need those kind of defenses usually anyway, just by virtue of their typing. They're usually made pretty frail. And a lot of their counters are usually made pretty strong. Fighting types are made with high attack stats. Fire types are made with usually high special attack stats, high attack stats in some cases. So bring ice up to the plate a little bit. You gotta overpower it a bit.
Yeah, ice is definitely looking like, if not the worst, the second worst type. I think bug beats it in being the worst, but ice has to step it up.
And I mean, while we're at it, we could change the way that we need to do an entire podcast on this. We could change the way that weather affects bug. Maybe bug is the most affected by the weather. Maybe bug is like slowed.
Make it worse?
Hey,
you want to make bug worse?
No. Better in some ways. So like, if we want to talk thematically, right? Ice.
Cold. They go in high.
Exactly. Increase evasion in hail and sandstorm.
Oh no!
Huh?
You scared me on evasion.
Yeah, how do you like missing?
And I'm X-rays ovation.
That's fair. X-rays ovation. In water, bugs love water.
They do.
Bugs love water. They can't get enough of the stuff.
Until they swim in it and die.
Well,
they love walking on it.
But they move real fast in that water. They just go zoom. That last bit was just them croaking. But so they go very fast in the water, and then in the sun, they just soak that right up. So they get faster in the sun too. Yum yum.
So bugs just become overpowered in any weather.
Just make them faster. It's fine.
The super ninjas.
I just think that they need to fix ice and rock and bug specifically.
And they need a nerf fairy to the ground.
I think you do that by increasing other nerf things
steel.
Around it.
Oh geez, steel is so dumb right now.
Yeah, I don't really want to see things nerfed. I want to see more things buffed.
But by buffing, you nerf.
Correct. But I don't want to see stats go down. I want to see stats go up.
Mike wants everything to get one shot.
I want power creep. I think power creep is healthy for this game.
I mean, honestly, yeah, because like tired of tanks.
Yeah,
it's fair.
So anyway, we've had their faces up long enough. Jonathan Evans and Leonardo Bononomi. Congratulations to Jonathan Evans, who won with the Kyogre team. Again, it came down to Kyogre versus Groudon. And I mean...
Sapphire reigns supreme. Reigns supreme.
Reigns supreme.
Yes.
What?
Sapphire reigns supreme. Rain, Sapphire, Kyogre raining, drizzle from the sky. Water. Yeah. Hello? Mike, please.
All right. After the break. the longest pause we've ever had on Pokésports.
I couldn't tell if you were just coughing and muted or just disappointed.
I was that one.
More disappointment. What?
When we come back from the break, we're going to take a look at Series 7. Oh? No, if you've been here for long enough, you know that we're going into Series 9, which is Series 7. Nothing has changed except for a Sing Pikachu. I'll say it before Kevin does.
I've been trying not to. Ever since you brought it up, I've been so self-conscious about it.
Oh, no.
Trying to myself.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Mike, did I ever tell you about this Sing Pikachu that they
we're going to talk all about Series 7/9 when we come back from the break in just a second. And we're on a break. Hello, everybody who's decided to join us on a Monday.
How's a break?
What?
How's the break? I was so upset. So when I was taking my test, I had a TI-83. You know those graphing calculators, everyone?
Yes.
I needed this for calculus 1 and 2 in college, so I had one, right?
Okay.
These aren't allowed in the exam because you can write things on it and you can, essentially have a cheat machine. So they didn't allow that on the test. So I was like, okay, let me go out and stop by scientific calculator. You can't write things on this.
Mm-hmm.
You can put in computations. Not allowed in the test either. So I bought this for no reason. Don't know why it's not allowed unless some kind of brainiac zoomer learned how to cheat with this. I don't know how.
I feel like you can probably program some answers in there now.
I got this for $7. I don't think you can program anything. I don't even know where the battery goes.
All right, I'll bring the receipt next time, maybe.
I don't know. The only thing that they allowed you to use was the onboard calculator, like on the actual program, and those suck. Like,
that's
fair. Like, I don't like them. I like clicking. Granted, I don't need like sine, cosine, and all that, but at the same time, it's like I don't want to click.
Yeah, that's the life, man. I'm sorry about your calculator snafu.
$7.
Fair enough. All right. So we are going to be talking about Series 7. We're going to be looking at Pikalytics. So if anybody wants to pull up Pikalytics, that is what we're going to be doing a lot of referencing today.
Pikalytics, what's that?
Well, Pikalytics, my friend, is a site created by Griffin Lettingham of Vancouver, Canada, who has basically made a visual representation of all of the information you can get from PokemonShowdown.com/play. I don't think /play is actually a part of it.
I think it's play.pokemon.
Play.PokemonShowdown.com. Yeah, that's actually correct. Boom, boom. So yeah, we're going to be going through that. We're going to be looking at what is going to be usable. Let's go back. Here we go.
Yeah.
And we're back. Here we go, folks. We are going to be looking into Series 9. Series 9 is upon us, and it looks an awful lot like Series 7.
Which means what we can do is go back and look at Series 7.
We're going back in time.
And see what to expect.
We are indeed going back in time. It's probably very similar indeed, yes.
Now, I've actually swam through Twitter a couple times this week, and I am seeing a lot of Series 7 teams that people are posting. They are really trying to include some funky-looking Pokemon.
Really?
Yeah, it's like, it looks like right now, people are kind of going against the grain. They don't want to fully commit to the same things they were playing before. So I'm seeing teams with Aurorus. I'm seeing teams with Bisharp, teams with Blastoise, teams with Corviknight. You know, Pokemon that we really didn't even see in Series 7.
Interesting. So here's the thing. I want you to run through that list again. Did you say Bolton?
Yes. I saw a couple rental teams with Bolton.
I want you to run through that list again. And I will, in real time, along with you doing that, look up their percent usage in Series 7. Start with the first one on that list. Aurorus. So Aurorus was seen at a 0.03% usage with the moves Protect, Earth Power, Blizzard, and Aurora Veil. Basically only used for its ability, for its snow warning ability, setting up the Aurora Veil. However, it did have 36% usage of Refrigerate, its other ability. Fun fact.
Oh, because Hyper Voice around teams.
Oh, hold up.
Regieleki. That is something that you can do.
Interesting. Not a lot of people brought round when when they did that, but they did bring Hyper Voice. So Refrigerate Hyper Voice was a thing. They got that spread move there. At which point I'm like, wait a second, why not Blizzard? Blizzard in the snow? Is that not?
Can't answer that one for you, Mikey.
Hyper Voice does do more, I believe, after Refrigerate, right? Because it does the same thing as Pixelate. It increases its power.
It won't freeze them.
It won't freeze them. That's true.
Blizzard floor.
No, you're absolutely right. Yeah, Aurorus, big weakness to fighting. So, let's hope nobody brought their Dukes.
Keep the Zacian away from Aurorus, too. Oh, I guess it's not
there. Well, yeah. Game's doing that for you, Kevin.
It replaced Zacian with, what's the next steel type? Kartana? Celesteela?
That's fair.
We might see Heatran again. You remember Heatran?
Oh, yeah. You know what? Now that I think about it, Heatran didn't really see much play in Series 8, did it?
Yeah, none at all. And it's weird because Heatran's actually 11% usage in Series 7/9.
Dropped down to 0.16.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's a big dip.
Wow.
And I don't actually know why. Like, what stopped Heatran from doing well in Series? Groudon, maybe?
Groudon, Kyogre also.
Yeah, I guess.
I
guess if you weren't using Torkoal, you weren't really playing with a fire type.
Yeah.
There just might not be enough space for Heatran on teams, right? Because if every team's running Torkoal and every team's running Incineroar, like, how many fire types do you need on one team? If every team's running, like, Rotom Heat as well, like, you just kind of get pushed aside and forgotten. But Heatran, 11% usage in Series 7, if you're looking at the top of the ladder. Mm-hmm. Same usage as Venucoal.
Interesting.
Same usage as, like, Kartana, Spectrier, etc. That's crazy.
Also would be wise to remember, folks, that in VGC Series 8, the Amoonguss factor was a little bit lower than it was in Series 7. So the Amoonguss factor, of course, being the amount of uncertainty in a meta game, meaning you're bringing Amoonguss more often than not because of the redirection and the sleep. So back in Series 7, Amoonguss saw a 20% usage, whereas these days you're seeing it only at about 12%. So you should be seeing that a lot more coming up. What was another one of the Pokemon that you weren't used to seeing?
The strange ones? Corviknight.
Corviknight. So again, Corviknight sitting at 0.1%. Yep. Not even 8%. Keep in mind, like, it's easy to look at this and be like, oh, 0.1%. That's still a little bit. No, it's not. That's not even 1. That's a tenth of one.
That's hardly
more than, excuse me. Yeah, people usually bring the Lumberry on it with mirror armor, almost exclusively mirror armor, 98%, 99% usage on mirror armor.
Gotta stop those ensigns.
Yeah, you know? Roost, Ironhead, Bravebird, and Tailwind are the most used set by far. Huh, so we're bringing like an offensive Corviknight.
Yeah, it seems that way. It kind of goes like, it's more offensive in VGC, I feel, because max airstream is allowed.
I guess, but I vaguely remember using things like, I don't know, bulk up and body press on that. So seeing Ironhead Bravebird is interesting, especially if you bring it with the Gigantamax. You can turn that into the not max airstream, whatever that turns into, Gmax.
Wind Rage.
Thank you. Now you can break through Aurora Veil.
You remember Cinderace? We're gonna see a lot of Cinderace again.
Yes, sir, I do. Cinderace in Series 7 brought 5.5%. Series 8 brought 3.7%. So obviously, yes, there is an increase in Cinderace usage.
I'm excited. I really like Cinderace. Cinderace is such a basic Pokemon, but it's like one of my favorite times playing Pokemon.
You know what was interesting to me in Series 8 was seeing the amount of Urshifu, like, just usage went up. I expected usage for Urshifu to go down.
Yeah, right. But it kind of went weird. It's like usage for Urshifu single strike went up. Because like in Series 7, single strike and rapid strike were very similar in terms of usage, at least from what I'm looking at. It's like Urshifu was at 20%, rapid strike was at 15 or like 11. 15 at higher tiers. It was at 11 if you're including the whole scope of the thing. That's so similar right now, and I feel like rapid strike is just not even a thought. When you see Urshifu at team preview, you're not like, oh, that could be a rapid strike. But I remember in Series 7, you were like actually paying attention to the team composition and be like, could this be a rapid strike? But yeah. I forgot that was a Pokemon.
Right, I agree with that. Looking further, of course, we're going to get the Horsies back. Glastrier, Spectrier, both going to be used a lot more than their counterparts of Calyrex S, Calyrex I, which people just kind of started opting for instead, even though you could bring, one and the other. You just didn't really see too many Glastriers, too many Spectriers this time around. I'm actually just scrolling through here.
Replacement Pokemons are going to come back too.
Replacement Pokemon
like the the regular Pokemon that do what the restricteds did better but do it slightly worse. So things like Solgaleo and Metagross. Metagross use is going to go up because Solgaleo doesn't exist anymore.
Right.
Moltres, Galarian, Galar Moltres is going to go up because Evoltal doesn't exist anymore. You're going to have Pokemon like Torkoal and Politoed going up because Kyogre and Groudon don't exist anymore. Situations like that they just will have more usage. You remember Politoed?
Politoed dropped to a 1.81% usage.
Because what reason would you have to run Politoed over Kyogre?
Oh no.
At least Torkoal still offered value, which is so sad that Torkoal can actually replace a Groudon, but a Politoed can't even like compete with a Kyogre.
That's how crazy Sun and Slow is. Sun and like speed on any side of the spectrum is huge. If you have a super fast Pokemon that can set up the Sun, it will be just as good as Torkoal. If you had a Torkoal, Torkoal's good because it has the Sun plus it has very, very minimal speed, making it actually usable inside things like Trick Room. So.
Ultra would be a hard comeback too.
Yes.
Nihilego, Stakataka, etc.
Nihilego, Stakatakas, yeah. Clefairy's coming back. Fairy Cresselia.
I'm looking at the showdown usage on Pikalytics right now for all inclusive, and all three redirectors are right next to each other with nearly the same percentage. You got Amoonguss, Clefairy, and Indeedee female. All at 8-ish. That's funny.
That's too
Colossal bag. Did anyone see it otherwise?
Colossal?
Colossal's always going to be relevant, right?
I think Colossal's going to be more relevant now than it was before. I think if people wanted to re-abuse that vulnerability that I think Wolf kind of showed off in what was it? Was it Players Cup 2 finals? No, was it Players Cup 3 qualifier? I don't remember. There was a point where he just went and showed it off, and it destroyed.
You know
that was Series 7.
I want to be meta again because I really like using Alolan Marowak. It does so much damage, but it's so hard to justify using a Alolan Marowak over an Incineroar.
Yeah, totally.
So sad.
So here's one. From Bark Dog in the chat asking about Umbreon's usage. So Umbreon really saw a huge spike in Series 8 specifically. Went up a good, 10x from 0.5% to 5% usage, 0.5 and 7, and then 5% in Series 8. It was great inside the Sun teams, right? Because of Moonlight. So people would run that with like Charizard, Venusaur, Grimmsnarl, Regieleki. I think the real linchpin for it though was Groudon. It doesn't benefit as well as say Torkoal does from a slow team, or from a super tanky team, or with a Torkoal just in general. It lacks the power to really like enhance the team that much. Versus in Series 8 when you could bring a Groudon in. Groudon not only set up the Sun, but it also had the power behind it, so it was able to serve as that tank, serve as that Yawn bot, that Snarl bot, that Moonlight bot, while letting its like partner Groudon really just kind of command the game.
I do think that Umbreon will see more usage than 0.5%.
I do hope so.
Yeah. The thing with Umbreon is that it doesn't do damage, and it is kind of a Yawn bot, and a lot of people run Torkoal the same way, as kind of like a body press max defense Yawn bot.
That's right.
And when you have two Pokemon that can fulfill the same purpose, it's really hard to stick them on the same team, because then you're in a situation where your team doesn't do enough damage. The reason why Groudon benefited Umbreon so much was because Groudon offered the physical side of damage, while Venusaur offered the special side of damage.
Yeah.
And that put your Pokemon in a situation where you have so much value in just 3 spots, so you can really open your team up to have space for an Umbreon.
And that's one of the things that Series 8 really opened up, is the opportunity for redundancies. And I can show this off actually in Jonathan Evans's team. Jonathan Evans brought, again, the Kyogre, Venusaur, Grimmsnarl, Incineroar, Tornadus, and Torkoal. The redundancy in here is the 2 different weathers. You don't need both of them. You will never bring both of them, but you have both of them because you can, modify your team to fit your need. When you don't have the Kyogre and instead are putting a Politoed does severely less damage than Groudon. Obviously, it fulfills less of a task of the attacking role and more of a utility role. Do you want an extra utility Pokemon on that team versus a power team? You don't want a Kyogre with the rest of these Pokemon. You don't want a Politoed with the rest of these Pokemon, because you've got your Venusaur there that does a lot of damage, but apart from maybe the Tornadus, nothing else is really a heavy hitter.
Another thing, like looking at Jonathan Evans' team, it's like going back to preview review. What do you do against this?
Right.
It's a coin toss. You don't know what he's bringing, and that's why this team is strong, because he can do literally anything.
Yeah.
He can lead with Rain. He can lead with one of his 2 support mons, plus a Rain, plus a Venusaur with the potential for a weather switch in. There's just so much that you cannot prepare for that team preview. You have to just take a lucky guess, almost, and just hope that the odds are in your favor.
Right. You kind of have to hope at that point that like your team de-incentivizes like one of the two weather teams, like making it so that if Jonathan were to bring a certain weather, then he would lose. That's what you're hoping for as the opponent bringing in the team, which basically locks him into one other type of weather. There is also the potential for him just to not bring weather at all. Mind you, it's less likely to happen, but you can very much make, say, a Venusaur Tornadus lead work if the situation called for it, and then have Grimmsnarl and I would say Incineroar, but probably more than likely you're bringing in the Kyogre in the back. But there are options there.
Mm-hmm. Too many options.
Too many options.
I don't know if we mentioned this. This was the best of 5.
Yes.
It went down to 3-2. So all it took was a little mistake, and we could have had a new Players Cup 3 champion.
Yeah.
And the thing is, when you include so many games and so it's like such a long best of 5, that's gotta take at least an hour to play, or an hour. You include such a large sample size that trying to guess his lead just gets even harder every time, because is he really gonna lead the same thing 5 times? Maybe.
Yeah. And again, to reiterate here, Umbreon being the big ol' Yanbot, that is pretty crucial in a best of 5. There goes Kevin. Yep. Pretty crucial in the best of 5, because there are a lot of times where you can just win or lose the game based on how long your opponent sleeps for. And Umbreon is basically there to say, if you fall asleep for more than 3 turns, I win.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
My chart
interesting.
Can one-shot you,
yeah.
etc.
Yeah. So, I mean, going into Series 9, there are a lot of things that we already know that are going to be there, right? Like, we know that we're going to be seeing a lot of Incineroars. We know that Terrain's going to be coming back, Rillaboom, Tapu Fini, that kind of thing. Regieleki is going to be just as huge as it was back before, because there aren't all of those Pokemon there that can de-incentivize it.
I have a hot take.
Tell me.
I have a theory that Grimmsnarl will surpass Tapu Fini in series.
Interesting, because people got a taste of it and they're like,
just because now people know. Now people know. It's like it's always been here, guys.
Kind of for the same reason as like people are going to bring Umbreon.
Yeah, it's like now they know. Like the legendaries allowed them to fit it on their team, and then they were like, wait, this Pokemon's kind of dumb though.
Yeah.
And Grimm's already has like really high usage in Series 7, so I can see it skyrocketing to being right there with Instant. Maybe not surpassing Instant, because Instant still has like that whole I could fit anywhere type vibe, because I could do everything.
I think that might happen. If that does happen, I would see it happening at the beginning of the season. And then I would very quickly see Tapu Fini rise, specifically because the Grimmsnarl is there. And people are like, oh, wait, I can just, moonblast it.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember Sylveon used to be good.
Yeah.
Remember that?
I remember Sylveon, yeah.
Actually, it's a dumb ability, though. And they were like, wait, base 60 speed is a dumb... it's kind of dumb.
Yeah. You want? Oh, wait, I can quick attack? Oh, wait, that does pixelate damage? I can trigger a weakness policy? Oh,
Hi, Tyranitar.
What's up, Terry? Super fast quick attack. And zooms over. It goes right back.
The Tyranitar's like...
It unfurls a scroll. Just like... Oh, that's funny. Okay, Kevin, I have a preview review. You want to go for that?
Oh yeah.
Here.
See what a 2-week away from Pokemon preview review looks like.
We did preview review last week.
No, I'm 2 weeks away from Pokemon.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah.
Ever since Players Cup 4 qualifiers, it kind of didn't play. I told I even
you also had life.
I was like, yeah, I'm done with the Series 8. Like after that, like 45 plus games, I was like, yeah, I'm done.
That's
This
fair.
is it.
That's fair. We crammed it all in one week. All right. Here is a team from TechPug VGC, who I have seen in the chat. Hello, TechPug. Here's your team. TechPug brought a Kyurem, Umbreon, Torkoal, Charizard, Thundurus, and Rillaboom. So,
Kyurem?
Eh?
Which Kyurem?
Oh, Kyurem.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
No, there's no color to it?
Nope. It's
Okay.
it's a Kyurem. Versus Zacian, Grimmsnarl. Yeah, right.
Versus Hot Dog.
Versus Dog. I don't. Yeah, it was Zacian team.png. Zacian, Grimmsnarl, Charizard, Venusaur, Landorus, and Torkoal. Rest in peace, this team. This
very
specific
team over there
will be, yeah, right. They're all male except for the Zacian. Yeah, this team we will not be seeing a lot more of. Well, at least not the Zacian. Possibly the Grimmsnarl. Oh, never mind. We're going to be seeing a lot of this team.
So you could just take that Zacian out and put any other Pokemon.
Yeah,
there.
That's true. This team's still going to be nasty in Series 9. Anyway, so against this team, with the Umbreon, with the Pokemon that neither of us have really played too much with, what do you think the right call here is?
I actually have never used a Kyurem, but I'm
Really?
pretty sure that Kyurem is not coming to this battle.
Okay.
Zacian ruins it. Charizard ruins it. Torkoal ruins it. I don't know. I mean, maybe you can make an argument / Landorus.
Maybe you can make an argument for what in Landorus? What? Venusaur and Landorus?
That you can
bring it against,
Kyurem you use Kyurem to KO them.
Mm-hmm.
I think fighting fire with fire, but maybe not in the lead, is TechPug's best option. I see the Thundurus also has Assault Vest, so that should help it a lot against the Venusaur and the Charizard and etc.
Okay.
I would do Thundurus lead.
All right.
But I would need something to threaten a Landorus as well. So honestly, this seems weird, and this is not a lead that I would want to use in any other scenario, but I think there's actually room for a Kyurem. Maybe even a Thundurus Kyurem lead, and then you kind of decide where you want the team to go from there, whether you Dynamax the Kyurem or you Dynamax the Thundurus. If they lead Landorus, then you're probably better off switching out the Thundurus, Dynamaxing Kyurem, and then KOing the Landorus. Because the Landorus is going to go for the Dynamax to try to KO your Thundurus because it can.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the back, the Charizard has to come because Zacian, and Charizard's one of the best checks to Zacian.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I see a weakness policy on that Charizard. I'm curious if there's a way to self-proc here.
I think that would be Thundurus.
That would hurt a lot. So I hope it's not Thunder. I hope it's like some weird, I don't know, water gun Thundurus. I don't know.
Imagine.
I don't know what Thundurus gets. But yeah, it would be probably a Charizard Torkoal in the back. I feel like that would give him enough. Because like fire is actually very good against Hot Dog, which sounds counterintuitive, but is the case.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So I think that a Torkoal Charizard in the back with the Thundurus Kyurem in the lead would help this out. Because the only thing stopping Torkoal and Charizard from winning the game on their own and just winning through Heat Wave spam is that Landorus. And if that Landorus can get removed very early on by the Kyurem, you should win through just Charizard and Torkoal.
Okay. Good to know. So, all right. For TechPug's team, what do you think the lead was?
Kyurem and Thundurus is what I would do.
Okay. So this team led with Charizard and Thundurus. So you were right with Thundurus. Similar train of thought, I think, is the Charizard does take care of most of this team. It doesn't really fear a lot of what's going on, minus like a Landorus Rockfall.
And since you said Charizard Thundurus, I'm pretty sure Thundurus is a soft proc, huh?
Yeah. So.
I'm learning in the chat. Apparently, it does 28% from a wild charge.
Interesting.
Oh, from Volt Switch. Never mind.
It was a Volt Switch. So,
so you could I get it. You could Volt Switch into your Torkoal, and then then you could even definitely O-Code Landorus. Hey, I've been convinced.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, swapping into the
Torkoal at the sun.
Yeah.
One shot them. Probably die after that turn from solar power.
That also, you know what that also does? That also opens up the fact that if the opponent leads with a Torkoal, that you can just swap into another Pokemon altogether. You don't even need to swap into the Torkoal.
And I'm pretty sure that any opponent looking at a Thundurus Charizard lead is going to assume that the Thundurus is Dynamaxing after receiving a +1 in attack from the Landorus.
Okay.
At least I would.
That's assuming that the Landorus came out from the opponent. So again, this is a Master Ball team, by the way. This match was in Master Ball. The opponent, what do you think they brought?
The opponent?
Yeah.
I think it's a Landorus Grim.
Landorus Grim,
Zacian.
Landorus Grim, Zacian, and the last one's a little tough because the rest is the Sun package.
It might just be Landorus Grim, Zacian, Charizard, because Charizard would still benefit if Tech Pug brought the Sun.
That's true, and Tech Pug kind of has to bring the Sun in this, unless
I think so.
I don't think there's ever a world where both people don't bring the Sun.
No, he has to because of Zacian. Like the fact that Zacian's there forces the fire types to come out.
Yeah, right. Okay, so the opponent led with Charizard and Grimmsnarl. Is that what you said? No, that's not what you said. You said Landorus Grimmsnarl.
Yeah.
Grimdurus. Now, I would assume that the Landorus was de-incentivized from the Kyurem and or the Rillaboom and or the Thundurus. Oh my. That Landorus has a very tough time against this team.
Landorus can deal with Thundurus, but the Kyurem... I go back to what I said before. Kyurem, there's so many counters to Kyurem on the opponent's team that I didn't think the opponent had to worry about Kyurem.
And maybe that was why they brought the Charizard right off the bat. Is they're like, okay, let's lead with something that we can, at least set up on this Kyurem while also trying to take it out on the first turn.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, if they want to do that, then they should have just brought Zacian in the lead. But hey, I'm not the opponent.
Aren't we all? Not the opponent. All right. Well, that is a preview review. Thank you very much, TechBug. If you, the people at home, the fine people at home, want to send in your team preview for us to review, go and send that to me on Discord. You can find me at the Discord channel, which you can find in the Pokésports YouTube video on the Pokésports YouTube channel. This podcast or any of our episodes or any of our videos are. I want to give a very special thanks to all of the people in Players Cup 3 who helped make it what it was. So this includes the commentators. That includes, Lee Provost and Luke Romy, Sierra Hunter, Aaron Zhang, all fantastic people, as well as all the people who worked on the back end. The people who don't necessarily always get the credit that they deserve. People on the broadcasting team, people on the tournament organizers side, you fine folks are what make esports what it is. And I want to thank you for that. On our side, I want to thank all of our patrons at patreon.com/Pokesportspodcast. We are currently wrapping up the last week of the April League, the May League, as people have been DMing me and asking me, will in fact be Series 9. We're just going to keep things going like we would normally, sticking with the current day series. We're going to Series 9. We're going to see what it's like. If we're not enjoying it, if it's basically the same as Series 7, then maybe we'll figure something out for June. But at least for May, we're going to go into Series 9. So try that out. See what you think. And yeah, join the Patreon for that. I want to thank our patrons from the $10 tier and up, who we always give shout outs to. People like Elijah, Corey, Servo Mark, Sheldon, Carlo, Curl Papa, Corey, otherwise known as First Olympian, Dreamweaver, Jack S, Ro Ixon, Scott, Joseph, Kevin, King Boo, Martine, Ahmed, Colton, Rowan, Bark Dog, Crispy. Wow, I'm having a lot of trouble reading these today. I don't know what's going on.
I'm having all day.
Yeah. Tofu. George, Greg, Lewis, Make It Totter, Mod Pierre. Why did I forget? What am I doing here? What year is this? Ryan,
thanks, guys.
Sowen, Ryan and Sowen. Thanks. Oh, what is life? Yeah. Thank you everybody for helping us out. We really appreciate it, and we will continue to make stuff for you. This week may be a repeat of last week in terms of streaming schedule, as Kevin works toward his test, and I'm now working toward a similar test. But things will be coming back very, very soon. What with Snap coming out, and we've got to go do the competitive Snap things. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah. You can follow us on Twitter at PokesportsPod or Instagram Pokesports Podcast. Thank you, M-Dash, for every single second of every single piece of music you hear on this podcast, including the very beginning of this podcast, which was entitled Emotions, is a remix from Pokemon Black and White, which I would argue had some of the best music in newer gen Pokemon games.
I can get behind that.
Kevin, you got anything to plug this week?
Nope, just trying to pass.
Fair enough.
I'll plug it next week.
Okay.
I got a little something.
All right. I would like to plug a video series that I've been watching on YouTube. For anybody who has been watching any kind of competitive Pokemon recently, you have probably seen Rosemary Kelly, Necra Gaming, excuse me. She posts these video breakdowns of certain Pokemon, and her most recent one is on Ho-Oh. They're actually very, very good, very, very informative. So if you wouldn't mind going over to Necra Gaming, NEKKRA GAMING, go and find some of her recent videos and just, give it a watch. They're nice and short, bite-sized videos, just kind of teaching you about the Pokemon. They're really cool.
I love those.
Wow.
They're so funny.
They're real good. All right. Well, with that, we are going to go and sleep until next week. Go back into our hibernative state that we reach between podcasts, and we will see you when we awake.
See you on Snap.
Bye. Bye-bye. And I want to thank everybody here. What happened to the thumbnail? Did something happen to the...
Went to like 240p.
Really?
I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, it's kind of gross.
Ew. Poor thumbnail. All right. Well,
machine broke. Sorry, guys.
I guess the thumbnail machine broke. I'm just looking for it right now. Yeah, wow, that thumbnail machine broke. All right. Well, anyway, I'll go fix that, and I'll